You've probably heard the name Shaka Zulu. Maybe you picture a fearsome warrior, a military genius who built a vast empire, and you'd be right. But the full story, the untold story, is so much more complex, more tragic, and more human than you can imagine. This isn't just about battles and conquests. This is the story of a boy, an outcast, who rose to become a king, only to be consumed by the very power he fought so hard to win. So, let's go back to the beginning, to the late 18th century in what is now South Africa. Shaka was born the illegitimate son of a minor Zulu chief. This wasn't just a small social hiccup. It was a brand of shame. He and his mother, Nandi, were ridiculed, humiliated, and eventually exiled. They wandered from clan to clan, seeking refuge, always seen as outsiders. Imagine being a child, constantly on the move, never truly belonging anywhere, facing scorn at every turn. This early life of hardship didn't break Shaka. It forged him, it lit a fire in him, a relentless ambition to prove his worth, to build a world where he would never be powerless again. His chance came when he was taken in by Dingasweyo, the powerful chief of the Methethwa clan. Here, Shaka wasn't just another outcast. Dingasweyo saw his potential, his fierce intelligence, and his raw courage. Shaka joined the Mithwa army and quickly distinguished himself. But he wasn't just a good soldier, he was a revolutionary. At the time, warfare in the region was highly ritualized. Warriors would stand at a distance, throw their long, flimsy spears, called assegai, and shout insults. It was often more about posturing than actual combat. Shaka looked at this and saw inefficiency. He saw a better way. He reimagined everything. He shortened the throwing spear into a deadly, short-stabbing spear called the ikwa, named after the sound it made when pulled from a body. He forced his soldiers to discard their sandals, to toughen their feet for faster, more agile movement across the terrain. And most famously, he developed the buffalo horns formation. The imp picture this, a massive army, organized into three parts. The chest is the main body of the force, which meets the enemy head-on. Then, the horns, faster, younger warriors, swing out and encircle the enemy, trapping them completely. Finally, the loins, a veteran reserve, sit behind the main force, ready to be deployed wherever needed or to finish the job. This wasn't just a battle plan. It was a meat grinder. It was tactical genius on a level no one in the region had ever seen. Shaka's regiments, the Impis, became the most disciplined and feared fighting force in southern Africa. When his father, the chief who had exiled him, passed away, Shaka, backed by Dingasweyo's military might, returned to his home clan, the Zulu. He didn't ask for the throne. He took it. The small, insignificant Zulu clan was about to become the center of an empire. Shaka began a campaign of conquest and consolidation that would forever change the map of the region. This period is known as the Mafekan, or the Crushing. It was a time of immense turmoil, as Shaka's expanding empire forced other tribes to flee, creating a domino effect of migration and conflict across southern Africa. He didn't just conquer, he assimilated. Defeated clans were incorporated into the Zulu kingdom. Young men were brought into his age-grade regiments, fostering loyalty to Shaka and the Zulu state above their old tribal ties. He built a new, unified Zulu identity from the fragments of dozens of other clans. Within a decade, he had forged a powerful, centralized kingdom of over 100,000 people. The outcast boy was now a king, an emperor, the most powerful man for hundreds of miles. He had achieved everything he set out to do. But this is where the story takes its dark turn. The turning point was the death of his mother, Nandi. The woman who had been his only ally during his harsh childhood, the one constant in his life, was gone. And Shaka's grief was not just profound, it was titanic, and it was terrifying. It unhinged him. He descended into a spiral of paranoia and tyranny. He declared a period of national mourning that was brutally enforced. No crops were to be planted. No milk was to be used. Any woman who became pregnant was executed, along with her husband. It is said that he ordered the execution of thousands of people who did not seem to be grieving enough. The man who had built a nation through discipline and order was now tearing it apart with chaos and fear. His half-brothers, Dingan and Mylangina, who had long lived in his shadow, saw their chance. They saw a kingdom on the brink of collapse, ruled by a man who had lost his mind. In 1828, they, along with an accomplice, ambushed Shaka and assassinated him. His final words were said to be a prophecy, warning his brothers that they would not rule for long. For white-sailed swallows the European settlers would soon come and take the land. So, how do we remember Shaka Zulu? Is he a heroic nation builder, a visionary leader who created a powerful Zulu kingdom and a lasting identity? Or is he a brutal tyrant, a man whose ambition led to immense bloodshed and suffering? The truth is, he was both. He was a product of a harsh world, a man of incredible genius and incredible cruelty. His story is a powerful reminder that history is never simple. It's not a tale of clear-cut heroes and villains. It's a messy, complicated, and deeply human story of power, ambition, love, and loss. Shaka's legacy is etched into the very landscape of South Africa, a testament to the outcast boy who became a king and changed the course of history forever. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the untold stories of history. And let me know in the comments who you think we should cover next. See you in the next video.